What am I doing up for this? What am I doing up for this? Hello, you beautiful people. This will be a quieter Stephen today because my son and wife are asleep downstairs. But it should be all right. It should be fun. I am here. I'm with you guys, and I can't wait for it. It should be an awful lot of fun. If you're in the chat, you're watching, please do say hello. Please make me feel like I'm not wasting my time here. Get involved in the chat. You got one job tonight. You got one job tonight to the 50-odd people watching already. Keep me awake. Can you imagine that? You need to understand the context of how ridiculous what I'm doing is. This is a man who's been operating off 3 or 4 hours sleep at night by chasing a toddler around the house for days and trying to keep the roof above our heads. I am beyond exhausted at 3 p.m. Never mind 3 a.m. when this is going to wake up. So I don't know why I'm doing this. I literally went, as soon as I went to bed, I went to sleep for 8 p.m. for an hour and a half to try and get some energy for this. But we are here. Hello to Aaron. Hello to also to Beppy, to my man Scott, to Naz. It has been a while, my friend. Hello to Anime Fan, to Kidas, to Erling Sum, to the youth, to Omalemo, to L-Cube. It's good to see you all here, man. Phillips robbed of captaincy indeed. But this, of course, is the first game of Manchester City's tour, the preseason tour in the US. He's in North Carolina. And I can't wait to see how it goes down, man. It's going to be an awful lot of fun. Oops, 1 second. There we go. Hopefully the game will go ahead soon, of course. There is a little bit of a weather issue. Look, it has to be a weather issue. It's sort of the rules, basically. We're in, we're on pre-season tour, so that therefore means there's going to be a weather issue. Go to sleep now? No. I'm going to do it, mate. I'm going to do it. 5 a.m. is not too bad, Naz. That's usually when I get out of bed, so I'd take 5 a.m. I would just go to sleep and get up for it. But yeah, City versus Celtic in our first game. How are you all guys feeling about it? Look, I need to tap the sign. I'm going to tap the sign, not that one down there, the main road one, another one. Pre-season doesn't matter, but it's fun. It literally doesn't matter. The way I approach pre-season is this. Literally nothing matters. If we play shite, it doesn't matter because there are a billion logical reasons why the game means nothing. But if someone plays well, it's great. It's exciting because maybe they're actually, they're available. Now, I'm not showing the game. I can't show the game. I'm on City Plus. I'm on Manchester City's website. I'm on Man City Plus. You got to pay a couple of quid for it, some more of that. But yeah, but I'm on Man City Plus today watching this. I'd love to show the game, but I can't show the game because I get my channel taken down. So yeah, I'm here today for that reason alone. To watch it with you guys. It's a watch-along after all. I think it's happening, yeah. It's really happening this time. I'm doing a watch-along at 12:30 at night. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. So let's look at the team though, shall we? Should we look at the team? Well, I'll go over to the big screen over here. And here is your starting 11. Let me just sort of get up... let me bring up the lineup as well. I'll build it up for you as I usually do because I know you guys want to see how it works in terms of an actual team. I'm very good at, I'm great at this stuff. I'll get it bang on. I will do. We'll see. Let me bring up lineup builder. Where are you watching from, by the way? Do let me know in the chat where you're watching from today. And what time is it in where you are? Is it as stupidly late as it is for me? Why am I doing this, man? I've got to chase a toddler around all day tomorrow as well, but I don't care. I'm doing it for the content, man. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for the vibes. I actually love preseason. I genuinely, unequivocally love preseason. To me, like watching a bunch of random youth players alongside, superstars. It's just good fun. So there's your team for you. It's pretty much laid out as the formations anyway, but I'll build it over here anyway. You guys are going to have to remind me of the team as I'm doing this because I can't remember. I think Ortega's in goal. He was at left back. Wilson Esbrand, wasn't it? Wilson Esbrand. I think this was Mbete. Simpson Poussey. I'm going to pronounce it that way. Simpson Poussey or Pusey. You could pronounce it a different way, but I'm not going to do that. Simpson Poussey. I think this is Rico Lewis over here. Then you've got Calvin Phillips. Here's Jack. Then you've got Calvin Phillips. This is a really interesting midfield. You've got Nico O'Reilly. Oscar Bob's that wide. McAtee. and Harland. Nico O'Reilly is an attacking midfielder, by the way. It'll be like this, sort of like that is the shape. Very particular shape, very obvious shape. But that is the shape you're going to see today. What a name indeed. What a name indeed. Poor lad. Well, look, we're all old enough to not care about that kind of stuff, you know. But it's a bad name, mate. It's a bad name. So there's your Manchester City side. That's the formation. Wilson Esbrand, of course, off the back of a couple of loans, Reims and Cardiff. When they went all right for him, he's obviously 21 years old now, ready to sort of kick on a little bit. Luca Bete as well, off the back of a few loans. He was at Bolton, I think, and he was at Den Bosch over in the Netherlands. And then, of course, Simpson Poussey is a really talented young player. Did anyone see my video this morning when I went through all the players? He captained the Under-18s Youth Cup winning side. Thank you so much to Brooks, by the way. Look, I'm going to be honest, like the super chats are always massively appreciated. So Brooks getting in when I'm putting in the hours here. It's sorry, my behaviour was kicked off. It's because you know the pollen. The sort of pollen drops at night time. I had my attic windows open just to cool the room down because it's been warm. And it's all come in, so I'm sat in like a pollen bath right now. So it should settle soon, hopefully. But thank you so much, Brooks. You're a legend too, mate. I am putting in the hard miles here tonight. Fingers crossed you guys enjoy it. And thank you so much. The likes and the subscribes and all that kind of stuff are hugely appreciated. So do me a favour, man. Spread the word. Do me a massive favour as well. Go over to my Twitter. And give this a share. Give that a share. I'm gonna have to tweet this. Quote tweet. Can't believe I'm actually up and doing this. Doing this. So any retweets appreciated. Yeah, come and join me for this, man. If you want to give me a share, give me that share. It would be hugely appreciated. So there's your team anyway. Look, what I'm really excited about is James McAtee. James McAtee. Now Guardiola was very very complimentary about James McAtee. He said the player he was most looking forward to seeing was Macca, in his own words. Macca. I've been called that before in my life, of course. A fellow Mac name. And I'm going to find the quotes for you right now to read. Where's it gone? There we go. So there was more than that. There was a couple of quotes. Let me go find it from this morning. There was 2 quotes, not just the one I quoted there. Where are we at? I really like these quotes because they felt honest. They felt sincere to me. And a lot of people have been rightfully cynical. But here are the quotes anyway. Here are the quotes for you from Guardiola. He said, I would love to have James McAtee next season with Man City because he's a special guy to play in the small space in the pockets, and we don't have many. When you play in the Premier League in a team fighting to not be relegated, you get something special. I'm curious to see Mac especially. He's a player. I have a high opinion of him. I'd like to see if he can insert himself properly within this team. And I love those quotes. I think he's being sincere. Doesn't mean it will happen, but he's curious to see if it can happen. And he's absolutely 1,000,000,000% right to say that a relegation battle changes you. It fucking does, man. It really does change you. When you've got to watch your team fighting for their lives and you've got to step up because you've got, thousands of fans, tens of thousands of fans willing you on, and you've got to put the hard miles in, and you've got to battle, and you've got grind. And you've already got that natural ability anyway. Technically, you're excellent, but you still, you've got to work hard. Then, I love it. So you've got that physicality, you've got the Premier League experience with the technical ability already. Maybe this could actually be brilliant for him. Maybe now he's surrounded by more technical players and he's a Premier League footballer, which he is, James McAtee. Maybe all of a sudden he doesn't try and force it. The last time I watched him in pre-season, he felt a little bit too eager and it didn't quite happen for him. I like Nick Zulfadi, Nick Mahmood's question. If I was to play for City, what position would I play? I was sort of doing the inverted left winger thing decades ago. I really was. I'm not kidding. When I was on my university team, I was on the left cutting in on my right foot and I was doing it well as well. Just going to put it out there. So I'd probably be doing that. Or as a 6 dictating player, I was very technical, even though I wasn't very good. I played the game intelligently. I did. I can't deny it, man. I did it. What about Maximo Perrone? And don't worry, mate. It's a game of 2 halves. The whole team will change at half time. The vast majority of the team will do. It will do. Look, I'm expecting when you look at the team over here, look at those benches. When you got on the bench, it's scrolling across. You've got the likes of Perrone, Jacob Wright, Katongo, Nadala, Galvez, Susaho, Abawadu, Heskey, Callum Doyle, Mafuni, Hamilton, like Samuel, Ben Knight. I reckon the guaranteed substitutions are, of course, Ederson, Maximo Perrone. We'll probably see Jadon Katongo as well because he's had a little bit of football. Jacob Wright. I would suggest Callum Doyle. Hopefully, one of Eduardo, Nadala, or Heskey as well. Michael Hamilton will come on almost certainly. They'll get on. I'm pretty confident. The game hasn't started yet. No, the referees are coming out right now, though. I'm a little bit stuffy. Sorry, guys. It'll be starting soon. I think Michael Hamilton will get a loan, by the way. I think he's going to go on loan. Not everyone gets game time, Kean. Most people do, but like, I feel like most people get a chance, but some of them are just there for the experience. I remember last season, a couple of players didn't really get on. They just were just there for the tour. Nico, so if you don't know some of these players, by the way, I'll talk through who they are for you. So, of course, so Mbete, yeah, young lad and low, you probably know him. Nico O'Reilly, I think he's 19 now. He's had a few injuries, but he's a very technical talent, a really exciting player. He's got an awful lot of skill. He's scored some wonder goals as well for the EDS level. Some of the best goals I've seen at Academy Football, full stop, have come from Nico O'Reilly, a stupidly gifted footballer, but he's had a little bit of an injury setback. He reminds me a little bit, you'll see what I mean, of Cole Palmer in the way that he's got this elegance and his technical ability down to a T, and he can just sort of stroll through a game. I'm not saying he's Cole Palmer level, but what I'm saying is he reminds me of him a little bit. There is definitely similarities, and sort of like that sort of laid back, calm gait to him, you know. I realise the game's already late to kick off, by the way, but it's not too bad because the players are out on the pitch and they're doing the line-up thing, which should be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes, man. Looking forward to seeing how it goes. I feel like it should be fun. I know it should be fun. I expect it should be fun. I hope it's going to be fun, you know? Come on, City, man. Come on, City. Cassius Michael plays for Celtic. I had no fucking idea, man. You learn something new every day, don't you? Cassius Michael, Man City player. Former Man City player, and now a Celtic player. Has that been a recent thing or is that a new thing? I don't know. I have no idea. That's cool though. That's cool. I love preseason too. I absolutely love it. I think preseason's great fun. To those fellow preseason gang, it's just good vibes, isn't it? Preseason. Like, there's just something about watching a random academy lads whipping in across the Harland and stuff. It just works for me. It absolutely works for me, you know. I just find it really good fun. And not everyone does, I know, but I think it's because I just really like football. I know that sounds really basic, but I like football without the pretentiousness. I think there's a lot. The Premier League is great, but I think it's occasionally eats itself, the Premier League. Like, it's a little bit too self-centered, too serious. It's all very, very toxic, if you know what I mean. Whereas, at least, you know, preseason, it's just football for the sake of football, and that to me is exciting. You know, do you know what I mean by that? It's just actually football. There's no nonsense, you know, and I like that. I'm really drawn to just watching great players enjoy themselves. I love the hunger that you get from the youth players. You know, they're all just trying to impress. I love the fact that you're going to see different ideas, new players, new names. You get to see what shape the first team are in, the ones that are available. You also get to see, like, you get to see as well the new kit. Connection's poor. Sorry, don't know why it's dipped. No idea. It was working fine, then it's just dipped. Hopefully that'll change very, very quickly. It's just vibes. It's just vibes, basically. Why is the internet just dipped? I have no idea. No idea where it's dipped. Fingers crossed it'll be back soon. Cheers, internet. If you're watching, the internet's disappeared. I have no idea where it has. I apologise. It's slowed down an awful lot, but I'm sure it'll be back. I can't reset the router, obviously, I'm midstream, so come on, internet. Do your thing, mate. Get back. Calvin Phillips playing, by the way. Like, imagine a remontada, like a proper return for Calvin Phillips. Thoughts on the new kit? It's fine. It's fine. I like the aesthetic overall as opposed to the actual kit, if that makes sense. Like, I think the overall aesthetic looks nice. It's like, yeah. We're underway, by the way. I don't like this bit here, but I think I feel like it's nothing to do with the upload speed, Jake. It's entirely down to I'm going to presume, right, every now and then the internet just goes down at this time because they do work or whatever, because no one's using the internet at 20 to 1 in the morning in the UK. So I reckon I'm just sort of at the mercy of the internet gods. Nick, I've already answered that question, mate. You weren't listening. Already nice football from City, keeping it up. So it's not fitness for Calvin Phillips that's an issue for me. I'm sure he can find some fitness. It's more the issue for me, Calvin Phillips, is just, is he good enough? Is he just good enough? That's it, full stop. But I'm sure his fitness has been good. Wilson Esbrand in the centre there. I feel like the internet's getting a bit better again. Let me know if it is. So immediately we're passing it out from the back. Wilson Esbrand's got no chance of getting into this team, but I genuinely I hope he improves. Galvez, look, Galvez looks good, typo, but I'm sort of reluctant to make a full prediction until I see him on loan. Really, a really smart footballer. Like, as I said, to be honest, I said in my video earlier that he's the kind of player I can imagine leaving Man City, but by his early to mid-20s, he's playing at, a good European level side. Look, Angelino is a good example where someone who's played for a whole bunch of lower Champions League sides has had a really good career. It could be similar to that, because you never know how they're going to fully take to professional football. But he's a good player, Galvez, and he's going to do well, I think. So Rico Lewis playing very central there. Yeah, he's doing his inverted thing. I'm watching on Man City's website, by the way, on City Plus. Rico Lewis is one of the most experienced players in the team, which is wild. So Jack's on the left. It looks like McAtee sort of... Oh, a lovely turn from McAtee, a lovely ball. Oh, that was beautiful stuff, man. Absolutely beautiful. O'Reilly dropped the defender on his arse. Look at this little touch here from McAtee, by the way. Beautiful touch from McAtee. O'Reilly put him on his arse. You love to see it. No goal. I mean, it should be a goal, but it's no goal. McAtee and O'Reilly, by the way, look so good, don't they? That little touch there, by the way, from McAtee. That touch to sort of open up the game and play the ball back through to Grealish. It's just so good. So good. McAtee's already justified staying up. Already justified the late night, that it. So which in the chat, guys, which players are you excited to see in this tour? I wish Savinho was here, man. But I do and I don't, let him have his holiday. Let's see some of the young lads. I do think there's a chance, to someone. I do think there's a chance for James as well. I really do. I hope he stays. I hope he stays, McAtee. McAtee and Perrone. Perrone's not gone on loan yet, by the way, Kean. I think there's a chance. Yeah, he's quality Mike Hamilton, Ben. I don't think he's going to get much of a chance around the first team. I think he sort of... Obviously, everyone got very excited for him after that game against Red Star or whatever. Was it the... Which team was it? I think it was Red Star he scored. I can't remember who he scored against. It was one of the Club World Cup games. But I do feel like he's going to get a bit of a loan. Grealish, well, Caffey, he looks great. Always looks great. He's Jack Grealish. Beautiful, man. I know nice early start, pushing through the middle. Picked out O'Reilly for a chance. Oh. Big chance there for Kyogo. Rico done out wide on the right. He's put the cross in. Mbete so loose on him. The young lads were far too loose on him. Whoever's working on the transitions for City, by the way, you need to stop doing the transitions. You keep doing the transitions over. You're doing the replay transition over the actual game. Chill it out, lads. Oh, Brooks, good on you, mate. You'll love it. I still can't believe I'm up at this time of night, but... He's a big player, Nico O'Reilly, isn't he? He's tall. A really smart footballer as well. There's so many young talented players, that I'm convinced that if any of them stayed around the first team for 3 or 4 years... I mean, I said 3 or 4 years for a reason, because I feel like they're all... It gives them a window to grow. I think any of them would be good enough to play for City with time. I really believe that. And some would take their 1 or 2 years to get there. Wake up, Luke. And some would take 3 or 4 years, but I think they'd all get there eventually. Good ball. Oh, Jack. A heavy touch. But lovely little touch out wide again from O'Reilly to Grealish. Tried a bit too hard there, didn't he, Alex? Give the video a like, by the way. And if you are watching and you're new, give the video a subscribe as well. Give the video a subscribe? What the fuck does that make any sense? Jack's off here. Oh, it's just refreshed for some reason. Is anyone else's stream just... Is anyone else's stream dipping out? It's true, Sergeant Tom. I have to refresh as well. I don't think a lot of this is me, by the way. A nice ball from Rico. Harland, a lovely touch. Nico O'Reilly as well. Rico and Nico. Jack pick out Joshua's... No. Lovely touch. I think it's only on City Plus, by the way, lads. I don't know anywhere else where it is. Yeah, ESPN apparently. There we go. ESPN Plus called it Kean. I have no idea. Yeah, everyone's saying it's on ESPN. Oh, to be honest, like, the one thing I would say, if we ever got relegated and we got found guilty and all that, if we just decided just to play most of our academy lads, we'd be more than set, So many would get us through. Oh, Calvin, mate. I ain't scared of it, by the way, the whole relegation thing, if it ever happens. It won't happen, but I'm not scared of it. City will be City, man. We'll be back in a couple of years anyway. All quality players, Kit. Absolutely, mate. Exactly, Brooks. That's how the banner and the song goes, isn't it? Might be easier to get a ticket as well for a lot of you. You know what I mean? It's hard to say so far, Raj. It's been 10 minutes. One nice turn, but then he gave it away as well. Yeah, a lot of them would leave, mate. So many would leave, John, but so many would. A few, I think, we'd be surprised that a few would stay. We'd be surprised. You'd have a couple of old heads and academy lads, and we'd be back up in 2 years, and it'd be ace. I don't care either way. The pitch is fine for me. Is it Paul? Refresh, mate. I think people are having internet. I think if you're watching the stream, the actual City stream, it keeps dipping in and out for me as well. So how does everyone feel about preseason so far? Not preseason, sorry, the transfer window. I feel there'll be another signing. Just one. I think there'll be one signing. I think we will sign somewhere, unless we sell someone big. I think Calvin Phillips will go. I don't think there's any chance of him just randomly getting good. What a ball that is. What a pass that is. O'Reilly was taken down there. Ridiculously good. Buy a ticket. Didn't buy a ticket, no, mate. I just paid for I got the subscription. It's like a couple of quid a month, isn't it? Monkey. So I just do that, yeah. Why is it just commentary? What do you mean? Is that what you're getting? Just commentary? As in, like you're watching on the live stream? I'm seeing the game, by the way. If you're not seeing the game, refresh it. City's City Plus is so temperamental, isn't it? Oh, I'm so sorry. 1-0. 1-0 Celtic. 1-0 Celtic. Massive gap down the left. So, Wilson Esbrand caught very square. Very square. Couldn't get back in time. He's got a lot of pace, but his body position was all off. And better, yeah, far too narrow. Too easy, that. Too easy, man. Too easy. Yeah, it was too easy. I mean, that's pre-season for you in a nutshell, isn't it? Like, wide open spaces everywhere. I don't get too down about pre-season, man. Like, it's going to be chaos with all these young players involved. That is not reliable defence. But either way, 1-0 down. We've seen some nice stuff going forward, but defensively, that was abysmal. It's open. I'm not going to easily sleep over it. I'm not going to sleep full stop, so there we go. Billy Butcher, look, we started all right, mate. How we playing? Look, there was some nice little bit of football. Nico O'Reilly and McAtee doing all right. Defensive, we've been really open because it's the academy lads, isn't it? But some nice moments then. Just a very, 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 very soft goal to concede. Celtic goal about a minute ago, mate. The clock's there on the screen for me. Oh, did I not press go? I did, didn't I? Yeah, the clock's going. It's there. Has Harland had a touch yet? Javier Williams, I wouldn't worry about him, mate. This game means absolutely nothing. I promise you, we could lose this game 7-0 and it would absolutely mean nothing. Preseason means nothing. It means zero. I feel like this stream is just people asking how to watch the game. The game is live on mancity.com and ESPN in America. There we go. I'm going to pin that because people are asking me constantly. It genuinely means nothing. Preseason games are just... I just see it as a bit of a kick about in the park level stuff. I want to see some good shit, don't get me wrong. I want to see some players play well, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. As I said, I'm not going to get any sleep. I'm actually losing sleep over it, so technically I'm wrong. Rico stepping in, win the ball. Play James. Aiden will get up, yeah, mate. I can assure you, mate, we do not care. We do not care. Did United just lose, by the way, in a friendly? Well, that changes everything. Fuck them. Bob's currently on the right, Joel. We played Nico and McAtee in midfield. Both very good midfielders for what it's worth, so yeah. I love that McAtee's in midfield, by the way. He's done really well so far, Billy Butcher, actually. I've been really impressed with him. I think he cut one really nice little touch away from the defenders. Then a lovely reverse pass to Grealish. Not been on the ball an awful lot, but that's not really his fault as such. But McAtee played on the right a lot for Sheffield United, didn't he? The fact he's playing as a midfielder here, oh, come on, man, you've overhit that pass. Is really good. I like it. It's where he should be. Oh, Wilson Esbrand. He hasn't learned a single thing. Wilson Esbrand's a good player, man, but he's nowhere near. He's nowhere near composed enough for Manchester City. Yeah, Elmer, you're not meant to I don't think anyone's meant to like this version. It's just kids and fitness. I feel like I'm gonna have to tap the sign constantly. Don't make me tap the sign. It's just pre-season. Oh, look at Pocket Rocket. That's adorable, man. Mon the Celtic. 18 minutes in, I couldn't really tell you fully yet, mate. No, he's got no chance. I said that years ago about Wilson Esbrand. He's nowhere near good enough. He's a good footballer, but he's not a Manchester City footballer. He's just chaotic. I just don't think he has the composure to play for Man City. I remember when he first saw Wilson Esbrand around 17 years old, and he had all this energy and loads of skill and loads of pace, and I was like, I think this is a proper fullback, that, and he is a proper fullback. But you'd expect and hope that he would sort of take his game up to another level a little bit, like maturity-wise, and when to run and when to keep the ball. But I don't really see a lot of signs that he's changed too much in that aspect. I like that, Jake. I like the comparison. I mean, he's very Gundogan, Bernardo-y. I didn't see him. No, I don't know much about Kevin Sullivan. I just know he's 14 and he's insane. He's like a random troll, a random Celtic troll on a pre-season stream at 1 a.m. I literally admire that level of futility. Like, to try and get at someone over a pre-season game at 1 a.m. on an opposition channel. Like, I find it, I find it fascinating. Like, I find it fascinating that, like, what's it called? Like, I don't, sort of like this, the brainworms get in. Like, it's just like pure instinctive tribalism. Like, there's no intelligence there at all. Like, you can't possibly comprehend that. You can't switch it off. It's instinctive behavior. It's like a dog, Pavlovian almost. Like, that response is Pavlovian. There's nothing there. It's empty. It's just woof woof. It's like a dog barking at the postman. That's what it is. Because anyone with any intelligence will go like, I don't think they care about a friendly at 1 a.m. on an opposition channel. But I find it fascinating. It's Pocket Rocket. You keep it up, mate. It's just it's like, it's just, yeah, it's funny. I really find it interesting. Like, people are weird, aren't they? Yeah, Pavlovian is the best way I can describe it. It's like, see their team. It's like you got to admire the effort I do. It's like an automatic response. Go on, James. Lovely ball to Harland. Oh, McAtee with a David Silva through ball. I love McAtee, man. To Harland, the most David Silva, Bernardo through balls there. He might just be ready, James McAtee. He might just be ready. He might be. Whisper it quietly. I'm very excited for him. I'm very excited. My man James, I fucking love James. He's a top bloke. Lovely lad. Spoke to him a couple of times. Dead nice. Dead talented. Been banging the McAtee drum for a long time. Kean, I don't know, mate. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Potentially, about Nico O'Reilly. Could see more of him. I don't know if there'll be the space for him, but we'll see. Let's see how he gets on in preseason. I'll tell you a lot. James out on the right here currently. Probably not, it would be my guess. But you never know. There's always going to be someone who gets in the Carabao Cup, I suspect it will be more likely to be Jacob Wright or Susaho or someone like that, though. Hopefully Book Nerd, which is a great name. I feel like he would be as well. I don't see it, Michael Grasso. Michael, I don't see it with the Phillips thing. A couple of times he's done... The Calvin Phillips thing for me is, if you watch him, what you see is a guy who watches his own actions and he's not thinking about the next thing. He plays a pass and admires it, makes a tackle then admires it. He's not because he's lazy. He's just instinctively he's just not very good of reading the game. I think he's a little bit. He doesn't have the something about him. He just switches off a little bit. Suso is very lazy comparison, but there is a Romeo Lavia element to it. Aaron asking about Robinho. Look, mate, it's hard to talk about Robinho because obviously he's become an awful person, you know, a criminal. But he was a brilliant footballer. He was. I'm not gonna sport. Like, I'm not gonna like try and paint a rosy picture though, because I don't think he deserves to have the memories attached to it too much. But he was transformative at the time. Can't deny it. He was a superstar, and miles above. Good ball. Calvin Phillips just absolutely pelted it over. Grealish gets booed everywhere, Mikhail. I don't know. They don't even know why they're booing him. But yeah, Aaron, it changed everything. The Robinho signing, it did. The genius on the ball. So talented, so talented. He's in prison, Robinho, isn't he? For yeah, Google it. I'm pretty certain he's in prison. Yeah, it's pretty grim stuff, actually. Yeah, it's really grim. So yeah. So Robinho, sadly, tarnished. Nice touch, Harland. Out to Nico O'Reilly. Oh, that's Wilson Esbrand, man. I don't want to pile in on a young lad, but he's just nowhere near good enough, lads. He just isn't. I always forget Grealish could have played for Ireland. I mean, he's very obviously English. More than an idiot, Aaron. Just a bad person. Fundamentally, an awful person. Grealish thing's interesting, isn't it? Like, he's clearly just... I mean, look at everything about him. He's the most obvious English lad in the world. Maybe I'm wrong there, though. But he comes across like the most typical Brummy lad in the world. The Jack the Lad English type stereotype. Everything about him feels English. Jack's not having a great game so far, but it is pre-season. As I said, that G2 Electrical Solutions bigs him up. I hope you're right, mate. I think you are. He's a bit rusty so far. It's fine. Fine. Rico's doing all right. He's done all right. I mean, it's hard to judge everyone too much. I wouldn't say anyone's really pressed so far, other than maybe McAtee. A couple of nice touches from Nico O'Reilly. I would say anyone's done anything like literally as a broad, sweeping summation. I would say really McAtee's the only one I would say has had a good game. Oh, Jack with a nice little run there. He played it through to McAtee after he cut inside, and McAtee was taken down. I feel like so Jack cut inside as he does, but he did commit a few people. Played a nice pass. McAtee was sort of clipped as he was about to get the ball out of his feet and take a shot. He got his shot away anyway, but he's got every right to feel like he was probably fouled there a little bit. I'm loving that James McAtee, though. Harland! Oh! Another big chance for Harland. He went to dink the keeper, actually. It's a good save from the keeper who stood it up. McAtee as well just stung the keeper's arms. It's a good save. Really good save. Great save for Schmeichel. That was a classic Schmeichel save, that. Then McAtee just stung it in. Walking football level pace, that. It's a great save. It's a great save. The person doing the transitions does not know how to do the transitions. They keep swiping across the screen mid-game. Does anyone else notice that? Yeah, that's what I felt, Jamie. They do like boxes, don't they? Go, James. Oh, James McAtee there. I thought he was going to shoot. But yeah, they reminds me of boxes. Like the kind of boxes you see at Asda or Tesco, like your nan would get you or something. No, I think he will improve, G2. I agree. I think Jack will improve. Nothing's come off so far, but his energy's been good and his tenacity's been good. He's been bright, I would say, if not successful. Yeah, Bobo's not really had much of a touch, but he's just tried to dink past 2 people, giving it away. Preseason is what it is. You know, I honestly do not will get any real. My view of preseason, as always, is that anyone can play badly. It's fine. You sort of get away with it. But if you play well, Phillips just looks like Phillips, Jamie. Like he's never looked big, really. He's a reasonably stocky lad. I don't think fitness was ever the issue with Phillips. I just don't think he's good enough, sadly. And I couldn't tell you who's playing for Celtic, mate. I haven't even looked at the Celtic team. Maybe a couple of the Pavlovian Celtic fans in the chat will be able to answer, who are just here just to sort of try and get a rile out. Out of a City fan for some reason in a friendly. Is it random Celtic fans who are getting all frothy at the mouth, singing Mon the Celtic and all that? Is it Celtic's first team? Oh, go on! Oh, yes! There we go. Oscar Bob 1-0. Where have they gone now? Mon the Celtic, Mon the Bob. It's all gone quiet over there. Lovely stuff, 1-0. Oscar Bob, hopefully the first of many this season. Jack Grealish with a beautiful ball to Nico Riley. He cut it across to Harland, ran through his legs. Cash Schmeichel sort of got a hand on it, but couldn't keep it out. Not the greatest of finish, but you'll take it. Yeah, Paulo Cesar says a good point. It's basically a fully senior side, if not a full first team side. Celtic Courier, where have they gone? Where have they gone? It's gone quiet, haven't they? You'll take it. Good stuff. Played Oscar, man. I love Oscar Bob. Quality footballer. What a ball. What a goal. Jack involved there. Very nice from Jack. A lovely ball in front to Nico Riley, who had the presence of mind as well to cut it back, which was smart and appreciated. I'm sure Pep would appreciate that, you know? I love pre-season. If you don't take it seriously, if you take it for what it is, it's good fun. It really is. Oscar Bob Bob Bob. Oscar Bob Bob Bob. The first ever football song my son sang that. Oscar Bob Bob Bob. Bobby Bob 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 Bob. You want to see another Balotelli spin? I don't know, Luke. I need to see a replay of it. It looked like he just missed it, didn't it, Harland? But if I was him, I'd claim the dummy. 34 minutes in already. Look, I'm a third of the way through this exceedingly late night, so I'll take it so far. Anyone there, by the way? If anyone's watching this somehow, be good to know. See, it's a bump. What kind of bump, mate? Played Ortega. Watching from Brooklyn. No, sleep. To Brooklyn. Is that the right word? I think it is. Bit of Beastie Boys. Been up since 5 a.m. Yeah, same, Sergeant Tom. Absolutely same, mate. Wilson Esbrand is consistently out of position. And we're 2-1 down. Oh, man, he's so bad. 2-0. He's so poor, unfortunately. It's exactly the same goal. No, I mean, to be fair, he's doing what Pep told him to do. No, Paulie is bad, mate, unfortunately. I've been watching for a long time. They hated him at Cardiff. They didn't like him at Cardiff. They didn't like him at Reims as well. He had 2 stinker loans. He's just... I say it's bad, it's not hard. He's a lower league player. He's just not very good, unfortunately, mate. I've been watching him for a while, and he's not developed at all. I think he's got talent. He's just not. He's just so raw still, so raw, and I feel it's hard. I'm not right. I don't mean to criticize him, but he does not have the football awareness, or he doesn't have it for this role. He doesn't. I don't want to dig him out for it. I don't really care that he's not good enough as an inverted left back, because he's not that. But yeah, poor lad. He's not an inverted City player at all. He's not even close to that type of player. He's like 21. He's a left back. He's a proper left back. He's a left wing back. He's an old school bombarding left wing back. Since 6 a.m. Jeremiah. I've been up since. So he's a lovely guy. He's a good player, a good footballer, but not a good Manchester City player. Just a bit too raw. Even to his strengths, though, he's not defensively. He's so open. Positionally, he just seems to drift everywhere. Even when he's playing as a left back, he does not have the focus at all. Oh, nearly free. I mean, it's not really embarrassing. I'm not really slightly bothered. I don't get why people are bothered. I really don't. It's like not even... It just doesn't matter. It just does not matter. We are playing... Our left-sided defence is... And the young players that had a good academy level, but Bete and Wilson Esbrand have both had a bunch of senior loans now that have gone pretty badly. They're decent players, but like, you know, they are children. Quality wise, are miles off City level. But it's over, so sack 'em all. This is very pre-season. We see this all the time. Phillips isn't centre back, Liam. Come on, we've been seeing this a billion times where the like lovely touch for Nico Riley there, beautiful touch, mate. But then he showed his youthfulness by not releasing the ball. You got to release the ball, mate. There we go. Oh, nearly free. Rico taken on. Bamida. He's ran aggressively at Rico there. Oh, he would have saved it, Liam. He would have saved it. I think he had his hand down there. Alvarez at Olympics is a wild one, Jamie. I don't know why he's going there, man. But look, maybe he wants to. I must admit, if I was a footballer, I would love the idea of having a gold medal. You know, Olympic gold medal. I would like it, personally. Your backup fullbacks, Tom Galvez is probably... Go on, James. McAtee darting forward here. Galvez, probably Jadel Katongo as well. Katongo had a really good season on loan at Peterborough. I like him a lot. He's a good player. Galvez, yeah, a good player too. Only young though. Probably similar mistakes you'd see. Yeah, I'd love who wouldn't want an Olympic gold medal? If you got a chance to be at the Olympics and play at the Olympics, I would take it in a heartbeat. It's the Olympics, man. It's like the Olympics. It's imagine having a gold medal. Wow. Go on, Harland. Oh, when Harland gets going, yeah, he's ridiculous. Kabori's not. He's not travelled, mate. He's not travelled, Kabori. I think he's obviously got a move lined up. Galvez is finished, yeah. I think he's from his mother's side, isn't it? I was reading about it. But he's not finished. He's only 19 years old. He's got plenty of time left. 3-1. Lovely ball. We are getting battered. It's all down that side. I think he's offside, by the way, there. Great ball in between the fullbacks, centre backs. It's a good finish from the guy, to be fair. KDB's on the beach, mate. Pep out. Let's get it going. Pep out. I think he was offside when he went out wide, but, you know. Oh, well. 3-1 Celtic. I mean, there is literally nothing out there. Defensively, it's literally, if I was there, I'd be like, give it to the right-hand side every single time. You need to get him off. Put him out of his misery, the poor lad. I would take O'Reilly off as well. He's been pretty poor, fortunately. The Croatians aren't there. No one's there. We're fucked. Get Jacob Wright and Perrone on. Get Callum Doyle on. Actual players. Thank you so much, by the way, to Phil Misk for the super chat. It's hugely appreciated, my friend. You've eased some of the pain. It says, small appreciation for staying up this late, bro. Mate, you are... I've realised how much I've been slouching because I'm tired. Hugely appreciate. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying just chatting to you all, to be honest, pal. It's been a good laugh so far, even if it is chaos. Nice. Well done, Calvin. Back to the keeper, mate. Just play it back to the keeper, Calvin. You know what I mean? Just a pass back to the keeper, mate. It's dead simple. There we go. It's half time. There we go. What did you all make of that? It was wild. It was chaotic. I actually enjoyed some of it. I'm a positive guy. I understand the bigger picture. I understand that, you know, this isn't a game for intense analysis. This is a game where it's going to be chaotic. It's fun. I'm actually weirdly enjoying it. I am. And of course, it's been a shit show. The forward line, there's some nice little bits forward. Defensively, we look terrible. I can't deny it, man. I'm literally. I can't get upset. Let me just do the tweet. Share the video for halftime thoughts as always. They're all so poor defensively, those goals, when you see them. I mean, there's nothing to it at all. So basically, my halftime thoughts. Look, thank you very much. My glasses are from Ace and Tate in Manchester. I'm glad you like them, mate. Look, defensively, we've been abysmal down that side. It's unfortunately poor Joshua Walsh and Esbrand is getting the sort of. He's been hung out to dry a little bit. I'm going to give him the credit that he deserves for. He's not an inverted fullback. He doesn't know how to play that role. He's just traditional left back. He can't play it. He's struggling. Out there, and the gap between him and Luke and Bete as well. He's never played with Jamai Simpson-Poussey as well. He's never played him. It's just so open. It's so chaotic, and it's not really happening. I'm really enjoying, by the way, someone trying to type McAtee and constantly typing Manatee, and even correcting with Manatee. Andrew, you had a mare there. Offensively, so open. I still don't see it with Calvin Phillips, sadly. I don't see it at all. I feel like he's just not got the... It's funny, Andrew, don't worry, it made me laugh. He hasn't got the... I don't know what it is. He hasn't got just it. He hasn't got it. He just feels a little bit... just bang average. He just looks a little bit like he can't understand what he's meant to do. Like, he doesn't understand... that you can keep it simple. You can play it back to the keeper. He makes the sometimes he makes the right decision, but he does it slowly, and often he makes the wrong one. That's it. He will occasionally make the right decision, but he doesn't. Some people get it instinctively. Some people have to think. And the problem with Calvin Phillips is he looks like a guy who's really got to think about it to get it right. And because of that, he does it slowly. So it just doesn't work. I actually want to talk positively, by the way. Look, I'm not going to really go too much on the young lads because I don't think it's fair. Joshua Wilson has, but I'm going to defend him. He's had a stinker. I can't deny it. But I'm going to defend the fact that he's not an inverted fullback, and I don't think he's Man City level. He's going to be a good footballer for a lower league team, but he's not a Man City level. Likewise for the Kompany. I want to talk positively about McAtee. I thought James McAtee's looked really lively. Easily been our best player. Like so alert, so skillful. It looks like he might just be potentially ready for this first team, you know? When I'm looking once again at the midfield, there's no one. I'm looking at the goals here, by the way. Absolutely no one. Even close in the centre where the passes were made out wide. Too easy. From this Patrick Roberts, Ornstein looking fella. Can't feel it. Haaland's had a couple of chances, Billy. Probably should have scored. One was both really good saves, actually. Second one in particular, really good. McAtee will probably come off, Sean, but not because he's done anything wrong, because I reckon they're just going to change the whole team anyway, you know? Look, I'm going to just tap the sign always. I'll always tap the sign. Here we go. I'll show you my sign is this. Where is it? This is the sign. That's the sign there. Where is it? I'm going to tap the sign. Preseason does not matter. It's win-win. There's a billion reasons why we could be bad. But if someone's good, lovely. A nice bonus. That's how I feel. That's how I always feel about preseason. I don't care. Like, it's rusty. It's weird. I probably don't know Patrick Roberts. I probably don't know, even though I just mentioned, mate. I am 38 years old. I guarantee I've been watching football before you were even born, pal. I remember when City signed Patrick Roberts, and I was at his first ever game for the academy. And yeah, of course I know Patrick Roberts is pal. A guy who should have done much better than he did. Currently, is he at Middlesbrough? I think he is. I don't know. But yeah, over that. Yeah, I don't think Simpson Pissay has done much wrong. I think the lot of young players against senior players, and you've got to bear in mind, this is necessarily their best team, but it's a senior team. Like, this is a bunch of Celtic players who are all getting match fitness. This is not a Man City squad where everyone's on international duty. This Celtic team is more or less a bunch of senior players. So this is what you see in action here. You know, young players getting taught a little bit by experienced players. A lesson, you know. they are unfortunately getting taught a lesson. But it is what it is, you know. We're going to see. We're going to see some changes at halftime. When I look at that bench, I'll try and find the bench again. Where's the bench? Well, you can see it sort of scrolling. There it is, right there. On the bench, I suspect we'll see Edison. I suspect we'll see Perrone, a La Liga player. Last part was done really well over there. Jacob Wright, I know Guardiola rates. I would bring on Katongo personally at right back. This is what I would do in the second half. I would probably move Rico central. I'd probably take off O'Reilly. I'd probably do this in the second half. Rico will come off, actually. He'll come off. So I'd probably go for Callum Doyle out wide. I would love to see... I mean, go look at the team again on the bench. You know, any centre-backs going to come on? There's no real centre-backs there, to be honest. Galvez should probably... No, Doyle will come on in centre-back, I reckon. And I think he'll play Galvez out wide. Perrone potentially on. Or something like that. Then you look at the rest of the bench. Probably that for now. You would love to see a bit of Nadala, but I think Grealish will get more. We could see Avawado come on, or Heskey. Do not be surprised to see Jacob Wright, but I think that means McAtee might come off as well. And if he does come off, I would suspect he would come off probably for Nadala, and I reckon Bob would go a bit more central. He'd do something like that, I reckon, in the second half. Maybe Heskey. Maybe Jaden Heskey will get his chance, you know. Maybe Hamilton will get on as well. I forgot about Hamilton, actually. It's a good shout. Really good save by Cassius Michael, by the way. It's a really... The Edison... Yeah, of course, Edison as well. It goes without saying. But, look, oops, I've just got rid of my graphics there a little bit. But I'm not... I'm calm, man. I'm calm. Other than get Pep out, you know. He's like Calvin Phillips. He's just lost it. He's just absolutely lost it. Andy Phillips. I feel so about disgrace. Someone took it seriously on Twitter when I tweeted that, by the way. Like, what is wrong with people, man? By the way, please give the video a like. I am doing, it's currently 1:30 in the UK. I'm doing a watch on. I've got a toddler, man, so I can't even put into words how knackered I am. And please consider subscribing if you're new to this channel. Lots of reasonable, hopefully mildly entertaining and informative Manchester City content. Been doing this for several years now, man. I know what I'm doing. I enjoy football. I enjoy chatting to City fans. So if you're liking this kind of stuff and you're new here, give the video, give the channel a subscribe. I'm only 150 away from 70k. It'd be massively appreciated. Phillips will go. I can't wait to sleep as well, Stephen Fleming. But also, I'm enjoying this. Maybe I'm like a freak or something like that. Who's LB? I don't know who LB is. Collab with LB. I'll Google. I don't know who that is. Oh, LB. ELLEB. you put L as in a girl's name. That's why you said it. I was so confused. Oh yeah, no, I've done a video with Lewis before. Of course I will do at some point, mate. I've done another one and I'll do again. How do you donate? You can donate if you want to, mate. Super chats, or you can just also subscribe to the channel. You don't have to, but it would be massively appreciated. Thank you very much, Waste. LB's a top bloke. He's very good at what he does. Like, well, I'm not gonna ever turn around and say I'm the best City content creator. I'll never say that. I don't think I am. But what I am is the most experienced. I can give you that. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm an old man in this game now, man. And I know what I'm doing. And I love chatting football. There's some brilliant stuff around the City space right now. There's obviously LB. There's the City Extra lads. There's the City Ramble now. There's, of course, the 9320 podcast. There's Let Me Talk. There's Blue Moon. There's so many good stuff. Yeah, DCX Big Daddy, JWE. So Wilson Esbrand, it is meant to be inverted, almost certainly. But I don't think it works for him. I feel like I should defend him on Twitter. I'm gonna defend him on Twitter because I feel like it needs to be said. So you guys can see me type this tweet out, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like it needs to be said. Because as much as feel like JWE needs defending, I don't personally think he's City level. A little too chaotic, but he clearly is not used to the inverted fullback role at all, and is being hung out to dry a little. He's probably aware he's having a torrid time, and he's only young still, so I feel for him a bit. You know, I feel like I need to defend him. I feel like I need to defend him publicly because I'm aware I've got a bit of a platform and all that kind of stuff, you know. You meant El Brock, okay. I don't think he's good enough, but I think he's only a lad. He's only a young lad, you know. You always see people posting the clip of you doing City quickfire questions on TikTok. Was that when I was on? I've never seen that before, mate. I've never seen that. So I don't think you ever see it. Was that on when I was on Sky? I didn't know that. It's interesting. I probably should use that myself. How have you got the energy, Ocean, or whatever, Ocean, how it's pronounced, to go on like a 115 nonsense at this time of the morning, mate? Preseason friendly. No, I don't think I'll be collaborating with Elbrook. I'm a very happily married man, you know. Yeah, no, I don't think I will be. I'm very much in love, you know. So I'll stick to working with Manchester City content creators. Comments are always like that. Okay, well, I am a lifelong City fan, so maybe that's why. Yeah. Cancelo's definitely leaving, by the way. Otherwise, he'd be here right now. We don't need to get rid of these academy players. We need to let them do their thing. Like, need to get rid of them is a bit harsh. You know what I mean? We need to sort of be calm about it, you know, and just we need to let understand where they are. They will move on in their own time, but we don't need to get rid. If that makes sense. Get rid's a little bit like toss them out with the rubbish, but we need to be careful what we say about these young lads. That shit is 2K16. Oh, what? I don't know about, mate. I'm so lost. I'm so tired. I did notice Oscar's numbers changed. Oscar's not had his greatest game. Can we just talk positively? McAtee, man. We'll go back to the McAtee angle again before the second half starts. Obviously, we know that Pep was picking him up beforehand. And I think so far, McAtee has been the one I would say that's impressed. James is such a good player. It's just... it's one of those things where... You wait for a young player to make the mark. You wait for them to get the right load for them to develop. And I was a bit critical of going to Sheffield, and Andrew's right. I don't think he should have gone there either. But maybe we're actually wrong, you know. The fact that Pep admires McAtee for going to Sheffield United and battling in a relegation battle, I get that and I appreciate that. And I think we need to understand as well that being in a relegation battle is not easy, man. It's really, really, really hard. By the way, if you're betting on the preseason friendlies, it's your fault, my friend. I don't know what your username is. It's just a symbol. But you can't bet on preseason friendlies, pal. You absolutely can't. We've got just random kids playing for our side, mate. It was never going to end well. It could be 4-4, it could be 5-0 loss or 5-0 win, but I would never, ever, ever. But relegation threatened sides, it's not easy to play for them. I'm sorry, it isn't. It's hard. It's incredibly hard. So I can see a whole bunch of names. Joel and Darla coming on, and Perrone. Oh, nice stuff, man. I like that. Callum Doyle and Darla, Perrone. Lovely stuff. Is McAtee off, I think? I'm happy to see this, though, man. I like that. I like those changes. Good. Like, Nandala getting on, mate. Go on. So we'll try and build the team. We'll work out who's come off in a minute. I think McAtee's come off, sadly. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's an indictment on McAtee or anything like that. I think he's just, resting some players. Weirdly, though, with McAtee, if other senior players have come off, it's probably because he's seen a senior. We'll see. The away shirt is out in a few... I don't know. I think the third shirt is out in a couple of days, isn't it? The away shirt will be out, I would guess, around the start of the season. See, the third shirt's on the 26th. I would guess the away shirt will be... It has to be before the first game of the season because we were away literally at Chelsea, aren't we? Schmeichel off here. We've got a chance now, lads. I don't think so, Griffin. I don't think so at all, mate. I think Ortega's just had literally zero. I think it's just he's been with... I don't think he's anything to Ortega, I think. That fourth kit is diabolical bad. I'm sorry, lads. And I know some of you like it, but to me, it's just one of the worst kits I've seen in ages. I'll see it properly. We'll see. Thank you so much for the super chat again, Brooks. You're an absolute legend, my friend. The super chats are massively appreciated. I'm doing this at an insane. Oh, Susaho on as well. Thank you so much, Brooks. I love you, pal. You're a legend. Thank you so much. It keeps the channel going. It does. I can't deny it. Thank you for all the support. Susaho on. Let me try and work out this team. Right. So this was the halftime team. So Doyle is on, I think, for Wilson Esbrand. I think Undala's come out. I didn't see Grealish, so I think he's on here. I didn't see Phillips either, so I think this is Susaho. Right, you'll have to let me know. There's no update on Cancelo, mate. He's just probably going to go to Barcelona on loan again, and that'll be it. So Lewis, and then we go back to where it was. Bob's still on the pitch, isn't he? Perrone's on. Who's on? Like, who's still playing? Is McAtee still on the pitch? I think he is, isn't he? Jack's still on. Esbrand is still on. Okay. I can't work this out at all. So JWE's out there. Doyle's there. I don't think Jackie's still on. I can't see him at Grealish anyway. I think McAtee... No, Grealish is there. Go on, Oscar. Perrone's just scored immediately. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I think Grealish is playing central, by the way. And look at that from Perrone immediately. That's a footballer. Oscar Bob doing wonderful stuff out wide. Look at that turn from Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob to Perrone. Oscar Bob to Perrone. I could get used to that, lads. That's beautiful. Look at that finish, man. Look at the elegance in that finish. Perrone, by the way, he's a dark horse. Do not sleep on him after that loan. Oscar Bob, that is beautiful from Oscar Bob. That's proper wing play, that, lads. Let me just update the thumbnail and everything as usual. Preseason's ace. Preseason's ace. Isn't it funny how preseason can just do mad shit like this? It might be. That was the rumours that he was agreed. But if he was going to go Las Palmas, why is he not there already? That's what I would say, because I don't see why he wouldn't be there already. Because they've got their preseason now. So I'm sure he is going to, but I don't understand why he's just not there if that's the case, because I just don't get it. I don't get why he wouldn't be. He's definitely grown up. He's got more physical. I know you're a big fan of him, Jake, and you're obsessed with Perrone, aren't you? But he's a guy who's clearly had senior football. Probably got a bit to go still, but you can tell. So I think that's the team, right? That's the right team, isn't it, there? Oh, I didn't start the clock. Apologies, lads. Where are we at? There we go. That'll do. That's about right, isn't it, the team? Is Grealish playing central? Or is Grealish playing off? Are we playing 4-4-2? I wouldn't say he's a lone DM. He's more of a double pivot kind of guy. Maybe Kit, maybe could be. I've got a lot of faith in Perrone. You can't deny what he's done on loan in La Liga. McAtee will get another game. He'll play most of the game. He'll play all the games. Is Edison on? I didn't even notice Edison was over there. He is, isn't he? God, it's so hard to keep track of these lads. There we go. Doyle playing centre back. I love Edison. Lovely from Perrone to Rico Lewis, darting forward. And Dollar. Oh, Jack, that was a lovely football, by the way. Go on, Dollar. I'm loving this, man. This is so much fun. The vibes in this second half team are excellent. It literally is. I'm loving it. Probably will come on, mate. JM, I reckon almost certainly, yeah. Maybe later on in the game. This is great fun. I don't get why people don't like preseason, man. It's a vibe. Luca Barnes, I think he's staying over until the turn of 2025. So he's got to be here in, I think, January. I think he joins City officially. He could stay on loan longer though until the end of the season, but I don't know. Oh, it's got through. Suzaho and Perrone are quality players. I think Grealish is definitely playing as a 10, you know. Oh, I love preseason, man. It's ace. It's so chill. Yeah, and Doyle is absolutely massive. I saw a couple of people talking about how big he is. I agree, by the way. Doyle is easily the most promising, but you know, Howard Bellis is having a really nice time. Oh, nearly. Look to pick out Harland and running then. Good ball from Perrone. Perrone's Premier League level already, isn't he? It's a shame for Doyle because he was doing really well for Leicester. Got in the team and then Big Ben. And then got his injury and then barely played in the second half of the season because, you know, they had a winning formula and got him to the Premier League. But he was a starter. To be honest, they were better at the start of the season, Leicester, than they were towards the end. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a correlation there. But Maresca not wrong to persist what was keeping him there, to be fair to him, but Perrone, Alvarez, oof. Yeah, Edison's on, mate. They changed their keeper, yeah. Schmeichel's off for whoever that is. I don't know who the backup keeper is. Hey, sweet. How you doing, mate? We talk about Perrone's pressing there, Ben. Genuinely, years ago. So Perrone was compared an awful lot to Redondo in Argentina. A great player, Fernando Redondo. But now it's sort of prerequisite that you have to be. You can't just be an elegant playmaker. You've got to be able to press, work intensely hard. And the point I'm making is that years ago, everyone talks about how, you know, flair's gone in football. But every footballer now is like an Olympian level athlete. Like they're so athletic. Everyone has to be able to press ridiculously. Space disappears on the pitch. There's no like it's just so hard at the highest level to have time on the ball. So I don't really buy that flair's gone. I feel like these players just haven't got time to have the flair often. It's just football is so tactical and so physical. Somewhere in Manchester, oh mate, the weather changes constantly. We've had some nice weather recently, but we get a lot of rain, obviously. But yeah, we've had some nice warm days. It's all right, man. My son's loving it anyway. Lovely ball from Doyle out wide to Ndala. Got a bit of skill in Ndala, hasn't he? Very Sancho-esque. I just saw someone compare Oscar Bob to Arjen Robben, and I actually see a bit that when he starts dribbling. Do we think we win? Probably not, John. Do I enjoy it anyway? Absolutely. Bit like Hazard as well. I see the Hazard thing, actually. Bob's a player. Joe Ladala is a young lad, 18-year-old, just turned 18, academy winger. One of the ones allegedly considering leaving, which would be a shame, but he's a proper player. He's drifting. Drifting about the pitch, wanting the ball. Oh, Jack. You probably should have played in Ndala there, Jack. I don't blame him for going for it. It's pre-season after all. But you've got to play the pass out to Ndala there. I don't know about Nadal's contract, but I know he's a guy who's... I think he's ready for first team football. You can already see that. It'll be the Irish Americans, won't it, Grealish, or just the Americans trying to learn how to be football fans. Go on, Jack. He wasn't good enough for City. He's done alright at Ajax. Carlos Borges or Forbes as he gets called. Like, I think he's a good player, but I don't think he was quite Man City's level. There we go. 3-3. Erling Haaland gets his goal. Lovely stuff. Harland. I'm not going to celebrate too loudly because one, it's a preseason friendly, and two, my son's asleep. But there we go. He gets a third. Oscar Bob again. Oscar Bob doing his thing. The real deal. This is so much fun, man. Harland and Bob are in my thumbnail as well. These two guys are just out there. Oscar Bob again. Lovely little cross to the back post. Harland jumps up, puts it in the back of the net. Beautiful stuff. And Darla and Bob tormenting the right-hand side of Celtic. I love Ndala, man. Ndala's so much fun. It's lovely to see, isn't it? Lovely to see the confidence. Goal and 2 assists for Oscar Bob. I'm glad for the fans that get to see Oscar Bob, Paul. Never mind the Haaland scoring. That's what I'm happy to see. This is a great game of football. He's very Sancho-esque. I can massively see that comparison. But, you know, Sancho... I may say Sancho if he stayed at Man City. Very nice of you, Amalevo. I'll give you a shout, mate. Potentially. Lovely football from Harland there. Oh, Darley's definitely ready for first team football somewhere. I like that from Harland too, by the way. The little 1-2 with Perrone. Oscar Bob. Please give the video a like, by the way, if you're watching. It'd be massively appreciated. Please consider subscribing to Esteemed Kompany. Perrone there, trying to thread the ball through the eye of the needle too much, I would argue. Maybe Liam. I don't know if I think that's fair as such, but we'll see. More maybe the ones who could get a chance. Calvin Phillips is so done, isn't he? I don't really like anyone calling anyone a cancer joke, because cancer is such a horrific thing, and I know a lot of people suffer from it. So I know you don't mean it in a bad way, but I don't feel like we should be that negative about someone because it's an awful. I don't know. I might have made that joke when I was younger too, but I don't know. As I go older, I feel like it's a bit too brutal to say. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just don't think he's good enough. Like that kind of like hate I would reserve for people who are actively dragging down a side. You know what I mean? I know you don't think you meant any harm by it, but you know, great ball out wide. Nope, I talk too soon. Oscar Bob, though. So far, my positives have been Perrone's cameo. Oscar Bob looking brilliant. Harland looks fit, ready, aggressive. He looks like Harland of the first season, being honest. McAtee had a really nice cameo in the first half, and Darla looks good. Callum Doyle looks big, strong, doesn't he? He's an ox, isn't he, of a player. I think you might get your wish. Super chat again. Thank you so much from Cole. Says, I want to see a Foden type minute increase for Bob. I think you might get your wish, mate. I think you might do. Yeah, he's a brilliant player, Oscar Bob. He looks confident. He looks like a senior player now, and I think there's an element of belief in this. Oh, Jacob Wright's coming on. Katongo coming on as well. Thank you so much, Cole, by the way. Massively appreciated. Let's go back over to here. Wilson Esmerandov. Katongo coming on, I presume, for Lewis. Katongo's a good player, by the way. No for... So who's going centre back? So these two come on. No, Lewis is still on. So we know Katongo can play centre back, so I suspect Doyle will go over here. I suspect Katongo will go over here. And who else came on again? Wright came on, didn't he? Like, surely Wright's not playing centre back. Who's come on? Rico's at left back. All right. So Katongo right back. Who's playing centre back? Suzaho centre back. Really? I've got confused there. Look at that, man. I've messed everything up. He's playing right back. Tonga right back. What's going on? Loke, keep refreshing, my friend. I think Suzaho's playing right back, actually. I think Suzaho's playing as inverted right back. Kontongo, I think it's that, isn't it? Yeah, I think... Yeah, I think Suzaho's playing as a sort of inverted right back. I think it's that. My pleasure, Cole. I hope you guys enjoyed the preview. Massively appreciated. Preview for this match helped me understand what to expect from these new players. Thanks so much for what you do. My pleasure. I enjoy creating content for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Honest, sincere, passionate. That's what I'll always try and be. And informative. I can't always be perfect, obviously, but I try my best, mate. And hopefully I know all these players. I know what they're capable of. I've seen plenty of them for a lot of time. Some of them not as much, but I know who they are. You know, I know what they can do. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, mate. Massively appreciated. Thank you so much, Cole. Big love, pal. And cheers, sweet. Savio's on holiday, pal. Yeah, Suzaho's at right back. Tonga did really well on loan, by the way. Really well. I'm loving that Oscar Bob is just sort of stepping up a little bit. You know, like he's been really aggressive. He's involved in every single goal, scored one, made two. It's what you want to see, isn't it? We could see Micah on. I mean, who's not come off? Oscar Bob, Grealish, Harland. Get Justin Eduardo on. Get Micah Hamilton on. Get Jaden Heskey on. That's what I would do. Oh, Hamilton's on. So who's coming off? Harland, Grealish off for Ben Knight and Hamilton. Ben Knight, there we go. It's finally pre-season. This will be Hamilton then, and that obviously that means it'll be Bob centre, I reckon. Hamilton on the right. This will be Knight. It's not pre-season without Ben Knight coming on. It wouldn't be pre-season. Ben Knight always appears. Callum Doyle is playing. He's playing left centre back, mate. Knight's on the right wing, so Michael Hamilton's through the middle. Oh, he normally plays as a sort of false nine, so maybe Hamilton's playing the striker. He's played as a striker. Now, Knight was injured last season, mate. He's been injured constantly, the poor lad, bless him. Talented footballer, but permanently injured. I don't know about McAtee, sweet. Guardiola said he wants him to stay. So we'll see. Got to be 4-3 here, by the way. There we go. 4-3, Celtic. I mean, I'd love to see VAR on that one. It's a mile offside. He's about 4 miles offside, surely. Not sure if Edison can do there, mate. Sean. No, maybe he's on. He's on. Fair play. Crazy game of football. He looked a mile offside, to be fair, but it's just a really good run. An insane game of football, this. Insane game of football. I'm going to do match reaction after as well, which is wild. I don't know why I'm going to do it, but I'm going to. I mean, that is pure once again. Preseason nonsense, isn't it? So just who's playing still? Just Oscar Bob. Sort of like that, isn't it? I actually semi-agree, Liam. I think Rico can play fullback, but I don't think he's a fullback. I think he's a midfielder. He just wasn't offside, Spike, I don't think, mate. I think he was onside. The run was timed well. Oh, Rico as well, yeah, good point. I think Oscar Bob and Rico are senior players, mate, but I know you're getting that. Joss is a bit harsh, mate, Stu. It's just a pre-season friendly, pal. It's Arsenal. Sean, it's absolutely Arsenal. I don't take Liverpool seriously until I see the new manager. Come on, ref. Apparently, Knight fouled him there. Come on, ref, mate. He's pulled him down. I don't know about that, man. Was he going down holding his face too? I would love to be a preseason one day, by the way. Out for these games. It'd be so much fun. A little tour of America. Maybe one day when I got the money. He's not like a tricky winger, really, Ben Knight. He's barely played any football, so I'm not expecting to do too much on the right, given the level that we've had. Michael Hamilton is definitely not a striker, so it's interesting to see him out there. Ben Knight's played as a striker, so I'm surprised it's not the other way around. Edgel and Phelan. Well, Phelan will have the pace anyway. Honestly, if Phelan was in this team, he'd be looking like Wilson Esbrand quite a lot. Well, we got a Celtic fan. Oh, this might be the year that you finally get out of the Champions League group stages, mate. You know. It's very kind of you, Cole. Where are you in? Is DC? Is that where you are, mate? Or is that what is that? Very kind of you, mate. It's more just the cost of travel. Indiana. I don't know where Indiana is. Thank you so much, though, mate. DC is chiropractor. What is that? I know what chiropractor is, but is that a qualification? What does it stand for? But thank you so much, Cole. Massively appreciate it, pal. Hopefully one day I'll get over again. Just money. Like, while Ruben's growing up, I just don't have the money for it, unfortunately. A couple of grand it cost me to get around all the flights and stuff. A lot of money. Thank you so much, though. As always, Cole, you're a legend. 15 minutes left. I've enjoyed this. I really have. I think it's been an absolute vibe. Oh, sloppy pass that wide. Michael Tarnett, bloody hell. Imagine him physically in the Premier League these days. That was a slow footballer. Oh, lovely footwork from Oscar Bob there. Taken down. That little croquette, I think it's called, where they knock it from one foot to the other. He's so good at that, Oscar Bob. He's hacked down there, wasn't he? He's so good. Yeah, he's got a goal doing that, which is just mad skill, isn't it? Lovely touch and turn from Bob there. The pace that he moved. Go on, Ben. Oh, unlucky, mate. Nice footwork from Ben there. Lovely pass from Doyle to Bob, who turned so quickly. He turns so quickly, doesn't he, Bob? Could have dinked it through the gap there. I mean, I don't even take a draw. I don't even care about the result, Javier. I've seen enough, man. It's been good fun. It's really entertaining. There's a W sponsor on my shirt. I've not even noticed that. It's a preseason friendly, mate. Dominic, why would you bet on City in a preseason friendly? The only joke's on you there, pal. Preseason friendlies are always chaos. Did you not look at the squad? It's just kids, mate. Bob and Nadal linking up is a lot of fun as well. Like, genuinely betting on the preseason friendlies is insanity, mate. Good ball. Good, Micah. Bob, you should have played Nadal there. Nadal has been ignored a couple of times by Grealish and Oscar. Play the right pass, lads. I'm betting on friendlies. That's illness, mate. Look in the mirror. Don't bet on friendlies. You're addicted to gambling. You're betting on friendlies. I'm enjoying this anyway. 15 minutes left. It's been a lot of fun stories. 20. Jesus, mate. 50 quid you spent. Jesus Christ, pal. That'd be a lesson. Dominic's took the old Callum. It wasn't Callum, actually. It was Jacob Wright got caught out. Good defending from Callum Doyle to get back. And Suzo. Thank you so much, Brooks. It means a lot. Marcus Ninja with a super chat, pretty much speaking for a lot of us, I reckon. City should stop playing about and give Everton a 200% pay rise. The number one shirt and keys to the City. Let him leave would be suicide. Pay him. I'm not going to disagree, mate, actually. I'm not going to disagree at all. I think he's one of the best keepers in the world. Look, I trust Ortega. I do. I'm not going to pretend I don't. And I know I've said that before, but I absolutely agree. The more I think about it, Edison's brilliant. He has to be. He absolutely has to be, our number one next season. I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I think he will go. But yeah, pay him. Pay that man. I don't think we're not paying him. I think he wants Saudi money, which City would never do. $700,000 a week. No one can pay with the Saudis. That's the only thing. Look, we might offer him $300,000 a week, but then the Saudis offer him $600,000 a week. So. You got to bear in mind, by the way, that Ortega has played first team football. I get your point, Kit, but it's not like he's played nothing. Played the Bundesliga for years, so it's not like he's not used to a level of senior football. I'm not saying he's at Edison level, but he's used to first team football. That's the duality of people, Mark. Well, they'll have to stump it up, won't they? Otherwise, he's not going anywhere. I don't think they want to pay 50 million for a keeper, but that's on them. Good defending, Suzaho. Sissoko's having a good game, man. He looks a good player, doesn't he? Suzaho. But I thought Claudio Gomez was going to be, if you remember him. I'm sure we will increase his contract, Marcus. I don't know what he's on. I don't think any of us know what he's on, but yeah. Knackered now. Different players, Perrone and McAtee. Look, Oliver, I've not seen enough of Perrone in this City side to fully answer that question, but Perrone's a little bit... He's not as much of an attacker, I would say, as McAtee. McAtee's got a lot more magic in his locker. Perrone's more of a slightly deeper dictator, I would say. Very technically excellent, though. Claudio Gomez, I don't know. I have no idea, mate. You'd have to Google him. I'm sure someone could Google him for me. He was piss poor, unfortunately. Didn't happen for him at all, weirdly. Not weirdly, but he was seen really highly. Good defending, Kotango. And a nice pass as well to Hamilton. I don't think there's a foul there. I think he got a slight touch on it, Kotango. Well, ramen's great, so I don't know what's the problem there, mate. What's wrong with ramen for the rest of the week? You skin. Thank you so much, TJ. All right, well, yeah, what time is it? I'll be going to bed about 3 o'clock. Yeah. I don't get much sleep either. I'm going to feel it tomorrow. I'm going to regret it, I guarantee you. Can we get a chat poll of viewers' country? Absolutely can do, mate. Thank you so much, Cole, for the thing. I'll do a poll right now for you, mate. Start a poll. Where are you based? USA, Europe. I'll add. I mean, Europe technically is England there. UK. Where else? Somewhere else, I guess. I put the most likely ones. Rest of the world. There we go. There we go. I put a poll for you, mate. There you go. I know UK's in Europe, but I thought I'd put that anyway, you know, because... We got someone on the pitch. Most of the viewers currently in the US and you know, a third in the UK. Look, we do have some people do have that, don't they? You know, wingers out wide, whipping crosses in. Some teams do that. We did it a few years back. I just don't think wingers want to do that anymore. I think the reason we don't see that is because you got to appreciate how football's changed. So we used to play 4-4-2 years ago as football fans. Everyone played 4-4-2, which meant 2 strikers. And because, of course, we played more midfielders, we dropped to striker, but we still need the goal burden. So the goals now naturally come from the wide players. And as a result of that, wide players are former strikers, essentially. And you're more likely to score cutting in than you are going wide. You just are, because you get closer to goal. So wide players have been sort of taught to go central and cut in to score goals to make up for the lack of old strikers, essentially. So you can see why football's developed that way. A lot of wingers are just strikers out wide. You know? So there we go. We got... I mean, it could be... Europe, 16% could also have some UK stuff in there, but 37% in the UK. 30, feels like an even split between USA and UK. Nice football, lads. Really nice football. Best bit of football for a while there. Play from Dala. Oh, bit too deep on the cross, but he's done well to keep it in play. Bad night. Susaho does look better. Susaho looks better than Wright to me currently. Savio, mate, Liam. I don't think Doku's a numbers guy, really. I know, no idea, Kevin Sullivan. I'd never seen him play Oliver. I couldn't answer that question, mate. He's 14 years old. He won't be at City for 3-4 years, so I am not even going to think about him until I have to. I mean, look, mate, you know, the world might not be here. Matt will be dead by then, you know? Who knows, mate? He's so far away from being a City player. Maybe Doku on minutes, but I think Savio's going to start on the right wing. I think he will do. I think he wants to play on the right wing, cutting in. I think he'll get that role. Yeah, sorry, Edison's captain right now. I think Bernardo, yeah, I just think he'll get more than you realise. Bernardo's there, of course, but... But I don't know, I feel like we're going to see a change. Yeah, we remember the other youngest player, don't we, though? A lot of us remember Freddie Adu. And that was that was the American hype train getting far too ahead of itself. So that's the thing is about Kevin Sullivan. I won't even think about him right now. He's just a kid. Often at 14, if you're that good, it's because you're much more physical than most of them. Like people your age. Doesn't mean he's not a quality player, and he's obviously very technical as well. I've seen some clips of him, but let's see how he is. The development could sort of plateau. The thing is, Liam, Jacob Wright is known for being really good on the ball, so I think that's actually true. But he's just not playing well at all. He's known for being really composed. They compare him to Jorginho at City. Doyle's a really good player, but he needs another loan. He's had a bad game today, Jacob Wright, but he's known for being really elegant. Probably a bit too much for him. Get off the pitch, lads. Just end the game, ref. At this point, if I was ref, I would just sort of... Might as well be Celtic. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm so tired now that I'm just sort of waiting for... Yeah, it's absolutely... The game's just dropped off massively over the past 10-15 minutes, hasn't it? There we go. The game is over. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I've really, really, genuinely, hand on heart, enjoyed this watch-along. It's been an awful lot of fun. You've all been absolutely ace. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the super chats, for all the new subscribers. I love you all loads. I will be live in like 5-10 minutes time for a match reaction for some reason. I'm going to get it out of the way. For now, though, thank you so much for watching this video, this watch long. It's been great fun. I will do more of these, of course. I will be covering the other games. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I will see you live in a bit. For now, thank you very much for watching. Come on, you Blues. In a bit. Bye-bye.